So we literally have a blender, and we put chickweed through the blender, and then that gets the bacteria going, starts feeding, gets it active, and then it goes through a couple different gassing stages once it activates with it. And then about 2 weeks later, after all that initial reaction, we have a solution in here that's ready to feed to the plants and let the plants utilize. So several things are happening with the plants with this compost tea. One of the things is we don't balance the pH. I don't worry about the pH because we don't worry about the pH in the woods, and what we're doing is biomimicking here. So we're not worried about the pH in our plants. And what we'll find is that the natural processes are happening in the root balls. We'll find that the pH is perfectly balanced. The water may be in our basin may not look perfect to you, but the root balls, where it's most important, will be. And the plants right now are telling me they are happy with the pH. So I'm not worried about it. So these things are going right. This brings a lot, if not all of the nutrients to the plants. We do supplement a small amount with salt-based nutrients. However, we don't change our water. So the bacteria, the healthy amount of bacteria in here, consumes the small amount of salt. So we don't have to worry about changing out our water, which is a nice feature of the system. So we're really minimum inputs. So the water that's being used is either going out through transpiration or evaporation within the system. And it's really dry.
I was asking, where are the nematodes? Where are the aphids? Where are the pests that you normally see on indoor plants? Normally there's like mites, spider mites growing on these plants. And Scott said, well, you already have all the life in the soil, in the root balls from the bioreactor. And that life, those microbes and beneficial fungi are providing the antifungal and anti-insecticide properties to just keep the plants healthy. If a plant is healthy, it's not susceptible to pests, and there's no food for them. So, very awesome.
So I let water sit before, so it'll get rid of the chlorine.
Yep.
From the city water. So I'll add 10 gallons to this. The ratio of this to this is 16 to 1. So 16 water, 1 part tea. It isn't all from the soil. I'll enhance with some other, I'll drop some other bacteria in here, commercial dry bacteria.
Really?
Just to keep it vigorous and diverse.
Okay.
So that's part of the secret of keeping this perpetual. So, the common wisdom is that we mix up a batch of compost tea, we feed it out, we start a new batch.
Oh.
So this is perpetual. This never gets done. So we at least, just like mother's
scobies.
sourdough,
Yeah.
or SCOBY, you always have to keep a minimum amount to keep your bacteria so you don't affect the population, so it can repopulate.
So it's once a week you feed it?
I have not fed it yet since I started it, and this was started probably 8 weeks ago, 16
So
weeks
for
ago.
8 weeks this has been bubbling, you haven't had to add any water or anything to it? Okay, so...
I have added a little water.
Okay. And you don't test the pH or anything, you just know, I mean, look at that, it's so rich. It looks like chocolate milk. Okay, so you're going to blend up a bunch of greens, add a bunch more water, and then add a little bit of commercial bacteria.
I was asked by this company, by Mammoth,
okay.
to drop a little bit of their new product in, so it's going to be just mycorrhizae. The Mammoth products seem to be pretty
nice.
So I'll drop some of this in just to kind of invigorate.
Yeah.